my quixotic comrades, this is Khavalier here, and today we're doing another weekly challenge in KSP. It's kind of special. It's kind of a special day because we're starting to do revisits. We're starting to go into the what are they actually calling it? Weekly challenge revisited. This is the first week. This is called Good Old Memories, and the basic idea is you're stacking up 4 identical crafts. It's pretty cool. They mentioned last week they were going to start redoing some stuff because, you know, it was time for some of the old stuff to get redone because there's been so many changes to the game in the, I guess, 2 or 3 years since the first one was put up. I think the first one was put up in December of 2013. No, 2014. So, a little bit over 2 years. Whatever, doesn't matter. Definitely more than 2 years. Crazy old. Let's read out the rules, and then we can get an idea. Now, I've already read the rules. I've looked at a couple submissions, but they're all basically just the same sort of idea. You just kind of fly a craft over and stack on top of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I just don't have the good fine motor skills for that. So, or rather, the fine motor control? Have the fine engine control. Are they called rocket engines or motors? This is that whole thing. There's an engineering conundrum about this. How, like, motors are actually usually in reference to electrical things, and then engines are combustion. But then why is Detroit called Motor City? Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's do the rules. The normal mode is to stack 4 identical crafts on top of one another. The hard mode is to stack 4 identical crafts on top of one another without RCS and rocket engines. Should have said or rocket engines, but that's fine. We're not going to nitpick over that. And then super mode, as always, is impress me. No special rules otherwise. You know, don't use the debug. UI visible for all screenshots. We're doing videos, so that doesn't matter. And the only mods we're using are Kerbal Engineer, which is always allowed, and the light mod thing. I don't remember what it's called. And we have to do it on Kerbin, which is the name of the planet. No big deal. And we are not allowed to attach them while laying down and then put them upright. That's apparently a bunch of people did that in the beginning. And if you get it in underneath the rules, then you can kind of pull that sort of stuff. I do have an idea. I have kind of a cheese idea. Something that, in true form, is technically correct. Technically correct. It doesn't follow the spirit, but it does follow the rules. So let's build that, and then we'll put that in there. And just like that, we have our first, I'll be honest, it's a little cheesy. Our first cheesy little thingamajig here. Let's get our staging right. It needs to come down here, the top. I guess these can all fire at the same time, right? Yeah, so it's pretty simple. These are all identical crafts. Starting out with the root node right down here on this big boy. From here to there are all identical crafts. From here to there, same. Here to there, same. Here to there, same. So, when we separate from the rest of this, these will be 4 individual crafts. They will be manned. They don't have to be, but they will be manned. And they will technically stack. I'm pretty sure of this. So let's go ahead and do this one. Okay, here's the fun part. You actually have to get out and take them all down. Is there a good way to grab this ladder? No, 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 don't. Okay, we're fine. They're tough little bastards, aren't they? I should do a test to see what their crash tolerance is by comparison to some of the other parts. I want to know what Kerbals are tougher than. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, we can reach it. That's good news. And, alright, cool. So now we'll just, we'll do that 3 more times. Alright, cool. So that's them all stacked in there. All just looking for, I didn't realize the orientation of that. Just waiting for their imminent hammer death. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Alright, let's retract all the ladders. I probably should have made an action group for these now that I think about it. That's fine. As soon as those all retract, we will F5 for safety, as Das Valdez says. And then we're gonna launch this bitch. Or not really launching so much as just, you know, releasing it. Anyway, let's go. Alright, the stack separator at the top blew up, but that's not part of the independent crafts. And as we see, everything is standing. Alright, cool. I kind of thought that wouldn't work. I really was not sure. This will probably slide off at some point, if I had to guess, but I'm not that worried about it. You know, let's bring up the brightness. I already have it up a little bit. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Just to make sure that you see everything. I haven't really fine-tuned that yet. Alright, cool. Now, this obviously is not nearly as fun. It's funny. I enjoy finding things that that are, again, technically correct, but not spiritually. What did I say earlier? The thing I said earlier was way catchier than that. Oh, doesn't follow the spirit, but it does follow the rules. Yeah, this thing will definitely fall after a while. Let's see if I can rotate it back up, maybe? No? Not really, no. I don't really have any way of staging, honestly. Or of torquing it over. So let's try something that's a little bit more in spirit. I have an idea, and if it doesn't work, well, it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to try to fly too much if I can help it. Oh. Okay, and it's a day later, and many frustrations were had. Many frustrations. I don't know. I'm going to sound like I'm different now, because it is a day later. I'm going to have a little bit of a different mood. And again, I'm a little frustrated. I was a little frustrated. Now I'm happy. Because I finally got something that works. Oh my god, this was... Without flying... Like, with flying, this is pretty simple to understand. It's just kind of hard to do. To try and figure out a way to do this without flying has been exceptionally more, and without doing the whole flop over and roll thing, has been exceptionally more difficult than I really care to admit. So this is the thing that we kind of settled on. In my desperation, I even tried to make like this weird, like, I don't know how to put it, like a a Russian nest. Yeah, I can't talk. A Russian nesting doll type thing, where like the same craft would like jump off the edge of the launch pad and land in itself, and it was like a bucket kind of. It's actually probably really more like, it would be like trying to play basketball except you're scoring with the basket. It's gonna be pretty tough still, because this thing wants to fall. All right, let's just gun it off, see what happens. You know, it's not terrible. It's not good. Come on, you got this. You got this. Oh, stick it! Stick! Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll probably put a clip of that in there somewhere. Anyway, so that didn't work. Then I was like, well, what if I lifted stuff? Well, the landing legs. These fucking, where are these things at? Come here, you little bastards. I'm gonna try not to cuss. I'm sorry, but these things. The landing legs, all of them, by the way, are just so tall on the backside that they never actually work correctly. This is the worst offender. This thing explodes if you breathe on it. It's so ridiculous. It's got, what is this? 12 meters per second crash tolerance, right? These air brakes have 8 meters per second crash tolerance. Look, I'll show you, right? These things have not blown up on me on any of the attempts I've tried. The other ones blew up every single time. It was absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this going before I get too salty and lose my mind here. If you can't tell, the general idea here is we are going to stack things. Oh, I've already done it, just so you know. That's what that is back there. I'm going to redo it so you can see it on video. But, yeah. I'm just going to go, I'm going to limbo under this thing. But yeah, I have already done it. Back there. It's gonna slide right under there. Cool, cool. I have custom controls so the brakes don't deploy these. Wait, what am I doing? That's not really what I want to be. I need to be out here, kinda. The idea is that you would come out here, right? Do this, and then we toggle these on, and now that lifts it up, and then in the next one we come through and we stack it underneath it somehow. And then I don't think these are super necessary, but I had this thing happening where I was using the Gigantor solar arrays or whatever they're called. They're like stilts essentially, and they're just so, they want to shred. Like, so when we get up here, let me just keep going. I'm kind of excited I got this now, but anyway, when you get the next one up, to be able to clear the third one, you have to lift whatever lifts up the first one. I don't know if that's gonna make sense. Let me get it over there so you can see what I'm talking about. But you have to lift the first one up, and whenever you do that with the Gigantors, the solar arrays, the top one would just kind of like freak out and start vibrating like crazy, and like when ailerons do that weird thing where they're kind of like fighting when you have your SAS going. Anyway, that was happening. We didn't want that to happen. All right, so let's do this. Backing up. Also, I've learned a lot about rover wheels and how just terrible they are. But anyway, the things weren't sitting flat on top of each other, and they would kind of like rock their way off. So I figured let's go ahead and put some ports in. It's a little bit extra work, but that's fine. All we gotta do is kind of line it up, and these are light enough to where they auto-align pretty simply. Right, boom, right there. All right, let's put our brakes on hard. Let's lift. All right, watch, it'll kind of, there we go. That was actually pretty quick. Okay, so now you see if we take the next craft and try to just go in here, it's not going to work very well. So we have to actually bring these up. Yeah. So now we can drop the next one in. Not much of a problem. This is one of those things that's super annoying about it, about the wheels, is they're like reversed for some reason. I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, they stay reversed. We can go forward just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, brakes go on hard. Pop this up. Wow, that was perfect. Okay. Obviously, the ones that go like this way along the north-south axis are much easier to do. So that's 3. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Whoops! That will still technically work, I think, is the thing. It's a 3-point system. You only need 3 points for stability. I think it'll be okay. Let's give it a try. Why not? They did say that if you crash something, it's still the same craft file, so it's totally okay if parts break off of one, not another. And if anything, this just makes it harder. I don't know how that would make it harder, but it's not helping us in any way. It's not aiding us at all. I think the key to having a really tall stack here is to be very consistent and very similar in our, like what orientation these are in. Alright there, that's pretty good. Right? Yeah. Okay, let's F5 this in case it doesn't quite work correctly. Oh no! Ooh, God. Yeah, okay, so that wasn't a good idea, it turns out. Okay, we'll go back. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's good to know. So let's recover this one, and we'll just start that one over. Ooh, we're a little off center this time. Hopefully that won't be that big a deal. We'll see. Alright, F5 for safety, as Valdez would say. Come on, pop in. Oh, good. So my concern is, oh, we just hit our 4th. All right, cool. So that's it. We have completed the challenge. God damn it, we have gotten this challenge. Now the issue is obviously, or not the issue. What our next goal is, how many of these can we get up in the air? And I think the big issue is going to be a matter of, we have a fairly small footprint, so once it starts wobbling, it's going to go over, obviously. But that load-in thing where these kind of have to like redeploy or whatever, well, no, these drop and they push them in and then have to kind of redeploy. I think that's going to break these at some point, because it's not a raw, like just 8 meters per second. It's not like everything's invulnerable below its crash tolerance, obviously. There is a weight issue to it, so that's going to happen. So let's see how many of these we can stack up in one spot.
One eternity later.
This is like, I'm the best reverse Jenga player ever, dude. Okay. Do we keep going? We have to, right? We have to keep going, I think. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's going. No. Oh, I hit the wrong button when I changed out. Damn it. Okay, wait. Let's revert flight. Let's revert flight to launch. Maybe I can go really quickly. Come on, buddy. You can survive. Survive. You're a survivor. Oh, damn it. No, that looks... It's still holding up really well, though. That looks like it's going to be all there is to it. That sucks. Okay. Revert flight to launch. One more time. I'm going to jump right over to it. We're going to try to get this thing figured out. Jump over to it. Jump over. Jump over. Jump on it! There we go. Drop them all down. No, no, no. Oh! Oh, do we save it? No, we didn't save it. Oh, did we just save it there? Not really. Oh, that looks cool as hell, doesn't it? Air brakes are like one of the coolest shaped things in the game. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call that it. That's what we got to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll take 11. 11's pretty good. I am kind of disappointed in the lack of explosions, though. Well, that load-in is not good. I keep thinking the game crashes. Boom, bitch! Oh, there's a lot of parts there, I guess. Honestly, considering it just took a really significant hit, that's not bad. It's really not that bad. Can we save it now? No? Alright, we just gotta make sure we're stopped, though. That's what matters. Anyway, just that one rolling around. So sad. Okay, put the gear up on it. No, I don't have a control surface or control station. Actually, stopped out. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for joining me. I know this got a little bit long in the end here, but you know, this was actually pretty cool. That's the way it's stacked up. It's so well stacked that it actually wants to be on these ends. That's pretty impressive. I totally got sidetracked from the thing I was doing. If you liked the video, please like it. If you would like to do it again, please subscribe. It's weird for me to say that, I know. I'm sorry. I've been here long enough for it to start being sundown. Are you serious? Holy crap. It's not something I usually say, but you're supposed to say it and so on and so forth. That's how growth happens and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.